perspectives and experiences. Is it supposed to be inquisitive? Like, what is this? What are we talking about now?
Peace, King and Queens. You're now rocking with the best. This is 11 Black, episode 188. Love that number. I'm your host, of course, JD. I'm here with a beautiful brother of mine.
Bari. Young Yarra.
And then I'm here with another beautiful brother right here that we met so long ago. My brother. Go ahead, introduce yourself, man.
Hey, it's Darmante. You know, this is family. I feel like we met back at Gotham. And I feel like it was just y'all. We was tapped in ever since.
Yeah.
Y'all gave me some game, and then it was up from there.
For sure. That is the beauty of being on this podcast journey for real. Like we've been fortunate enough to meet some incredible people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So including yourself and just a bunch of different podcasters, different young, ill Black people for real. That's just it makes it even that more rewarding. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah, we've been solid.
And I feel like too, it's like I feel like something with podcasting versus like other things, it's not as like competitive. I feel like some stuff people try to like hold back and not give you the game, this and that. But I feel like something with podcasting, people are more like open. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you what I know, my spots, this, and that, and then it's love, you know?
Word.
Yo, God. Yeah, I think we definitely tapped into a space where shit just feels comfortable, where we could just like explore our each other's ideas and shit like that, and nothing feels like forced and shit like that. And you know, we like when WTF Studios actually hosted like this like party and shit like that. So many podcasters was just talking, no matter if you was popping or not. Like, you know what I mean? Like we was all like tapping in with each other and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What I love too is like when people really give you the respect, like, yo, you have how much episodes?
Right.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I want to actually give y'all flowers. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I met y'all probably when y'all was already at episode 100 maybe.
Yeah, something
But
like that.
I feel like the just the dedication to the craft and like the fact that y'all pivot. Like I feel like a lot of times people doing shit, then it's kind of not working, then they stop. But I feel like y'all pivot.
Yeah.
Y'all drop the brand, y'all drop hot shit.
Yeah.
Y'all do different studio, different this and that. So I feel like the pivot is motivational for real.
Appreciate
you know,
that.
From
Wow.
from one creative to the next. You know, it's like
appreciate
okay,
that.
these niggas locked in. It's time for me to lock back in. You know.
Oh God.
So no, it's definitely love for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he had a podcast. I don't know if you want to talk about it real quick. Like, you had a podcast that you know, I really thoroughly enjoyed. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's a
Like,
great pod.
huh?
It's a great pod.
Great pod, man. Because you know, one, you got a fucking great voice. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
And the way you orchestrate questions and all that shit like that. I feel like you're like a real podcaster. Even early in the game, like I love doing your show. That shit was fire. Like, yeah, man. Like, I think you should talk about your pod. Even I don't know if you're gonna come back to it, and maybe you got a different idea in the front.
Yeah, we'll see. Things are still like, you know, up in the air with it, but yeah, it was what women want, you know, as y'all know. Yeah, we just talked about dating. Me and my, you know, beautiful co-host Karina, my sister for real. And she had a baby, pandemic hit, just like stuff like life started coming in, and then we just stopped.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have a conversation about revamping or, you know, potential whatever the case may be. But yeah, it was just a dope pod about, you know, relationships. But the thing is, we was talking about, I feel like relationship shit just got so oversaturated.
Yeah, especially right now.
Like I swear, low key, I get on Instagram and I'm kind of like overhearing people talk about dating shit. I'm like, all right, it's the same conversation over and over and over. And it's cool to talk about it here and there, but I do feel like it got oversaturated very quickly. And I feel like, you know, as a culture, I actually saw this on Twitter. They were saying like, you know, Black people act like they don't have more to offer than just like dating advice and like drama. You know what I mean? I feel like there's so much range in the conversations that we could have. It's like, yes, that's a component of who we are, but it's not all of who we are, you know?
Oh God.
And I feel like what y'all do a good job of just talking about other shit. Obviously, y'all sprinkle it in here and there, but like there's just more range of conversation to be had, you know, that people could tap into and enjoy. So, but I say that to say, you know, I did have a pod about dating, you know.
Yeah.
We'll be back soon.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's what, like, you did have a pod about dating, but your shit was the forefront of that shit low key before shit really started getting crazy. I'm almost positive if you probably didn't have the pandemic, it probably wouldn't be as much podcasters right now. And if we didn't have the pandemic, maybe possibly like your shit would have been in the forefront of this conversation if it comes to dating and things of that shit. You know what I mean?
I do feel like we had a good niche because it was like from a man and a woman's perspective. It wasn't just
1000%.
Because usually it's like all guys or all girls going in, you know what I mean? It's like we were having like real, like not so much like banter, it was like real like convos, you know?
Right.
And that's what I enjoy, you know? I just enjoy good
Yeah, and Shorty was talking from both perspectives, you know what I mean? Whereas like she just wasn't one-sided with it. You know what I mean? You kind of enjoy talking to people like that.
No,
Yo, homie Yomi, we got homie Yomi in the building too. My bad, homie Yomi. Come on now, shit.
What
Nah.
Oh, man.
Nah, I'm so sorry. Like, yo, I felt it in my shit. Like, I felt it in my brain. I was like, hold on now. Nah, I felt bad. Nah, something was missing in the ecosystem. I felt
would
that
never
shit.
do Yoms like
Nah, of course not. You know, that's she's the show. She's a part of the show for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, when I'm listening and I hear Yomi, I'm like, Yomi and Wolf, I feel like when I hear their voice, it's just like a ghost in the background.
Yeah.
It's like it's always at the right time.
Yeah, those are our people for real. You know what I mean? They're definitely a part of our show for sure. Wolf is a part of our fucking walk-in fucking intro on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like he's in that motherfucker.
That
like,
intro tough too.
I appreciate you.
That intro
so
tough.
you do something. But yeah, man. I just wanted to have you on the podcast. You know what I mean? Just join us in discussion, have us in conversation, and you know, because I know you're a great conversationalist. We tapped in. Well, the other day, Angela Yee had announced, like, yo, the Breakfast Club is no longer what it is in this moment or whatever like that, or as you know it.
Yeah.
And then Black Twitter, if you will, went on a frenzy, went kind of crazy, and everybody was like, whoa. And I'm like, damn. See, this is the issue, right? This is what we do as Black people, is like kind of like jump on drama, if you will. Like, people started talking the shit about the Breakfast Club and things of that nature. I enjoy the Breakfast Club, and I commend them for even being there that long. 13 years, I think.
A long time.
Yo, 13 years is crazy, bro.
And to be on top.
Oh, and that's what I said. I was telling Jabari this morning. I was like, yo, bro, to be on top for over a decade is kind of insane, and it's like very legendary, man.
Super.
To compete too with like another morning show like Ebro in the Morning, which I do love as well. You know what I mean? I love Ebro as well, but I'm saying like, damn, Charlamagne the God, like they're all their own entity. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like they're their own, like they all have great things going on and shit like that. I don't know if you could possibly say the same about, you know, other shows and shit, but like they just have so much shit going on for themselves and to still be on top of their morning show. I just think like us as Black people owe them, like, you know, some gratitude. You know what I mean? For just like, I mean, sometimes some of the shit was drama, but
A lot of the I feel like a lot of it was Charlamagne kind of, you know.
Yeah. In the early days, you know what I mean? I think when Charlamagne did like what you said, the other day, the pivot, well, not the other day, but like earlier, was like the pivot. Like, you know what I mean? Like let's switch it up. Now I'm talking about mental health, God, I'm a spiritual journey. I love my wife, things of this nature. You know what I mean? So I think we also gotta commend that, like watching people grow live on mic. You know what I mean? And I thought like just watching a lot of individuals shit on them was so crazy to me.
It really was. And not to get back to that, but that made me think of something about like people pivoting, right? And I heard 21 Savage talking about, Atlanta, we need to put the guns down, this and that. And then someone was like, well, it's contradictory because you're rapping about such and such. And he's saying like, well, this is how I make my money.
Yeah, word.
So I'm curious from your perspective, especially because y'all really tapped into the music.
Yeah.
Do you think like a rapper whose music is like predicated on like, you know, violence, could he make the proper pivot and still be as popping? Or like 21 Savage specifically, you think he could like switch it up and still have something? Or is it like, he got to stay, you know, kind of in them trenches?
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I think he could definitely pivot because I think we seeing him doing it right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't Like when I first got introduced to 21 Savage years ago, that nigga had a song called Picky, and it's like the most aggressive shit you ever heard. You know what I mean? Like, and of course 21 would still give you that because that's where he come from. But I don't think that's who he is holistically at all at this point. I mean, I feel like if you listen to his interviews or even in the music, just his content, everything is growth. You know what I mean? Like he's showing more of himself too on online. I mean, you see he has a personality for real. Like he's funny. You know what I mean? So I don't think that him or anybody else feels like they have to be held to whatever they was introduced as for real. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, not everybody might accept it, but if you want to grow, then grow. Like, I don't think you should feel like you got shackles on you for real. Like, so niggas is gonna follow you. You know what I mean? Like, as long as this shit is still good, niggas is gonna follow you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I guess his biggest song was like, you know, his popping single came out with "Something on My Ex." It wasn't even like a real.
Yeah, it wasn't like no
bang,
street
bang.
shit. Nah, and all that street shit don't even really get you. I mean, it might get you through them doors on like as far as like the record labels knocking at your doors, but when it's talking about stardom, I mean, it's rare. You know what I mean? It depends on like how hard hitting it is. I think 21 Savage definitely could do that pivot. You know what I mean? I think he, like Jabari said, he got a song out with right now with Calvin Harris. He got a song out with fucking Pharrell. He ain't no shooter shit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more so like with his voice, he can't help it for it to just sound like street like.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But it's still like good music. And I always commended 21 Savage. I always like been like, yo, like I think 21 Savage is like
I think he spits.
Yeah, I think he's like one of the best out of the South right now. Like
he got me through like the project he dropped 2020. Like I listened
straight
him and Bad Bunny like 2020. They got me through.
They got you through it.
Yeah.
That's a nice little mix in the playlist.
Yeah. Like I feel like 21 is like really he's really one of them, man. I think, and that's just to touch back on the point. I think like when black people, I mean not just like people in general. If people feel like a man can't change or a woman can't change, or like I knew you should have had did that. You should have had switched up. You should have had like why are you switching up? Why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Things of that nature, or like whatever negative energy they be throwing against people when somebody's trying to do something positive for themselves. I think that's whack, yo. I think that's whack that we do that shit as a culture. You know what I mean? Because you don't no other culture, at least from what I've seen, doesn't do that. You get what I'm saying? Like white people still glorify Elvis. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Man, say that.
Like white people glorify Elvis, and Elvis is a piece of shit.
Bro,
Facts.
like in Memphis, there's Graceland, and it's like Elvis shit everywhere.
That's so sad. Vegas, you see Elvis impersonators. You know what I mean? It's
So you
just
saying
like
we should still glorify R. Kelly, or what we talking?
Nah, I'm not saying nah. Definitely not. R. Kelly is a different beast. But that's what I'm saying. You see how we just like shun R. Kelly? But if R. Kelly was white, you know what I mean? He'll possibly still be one of those in that culture. You get what I'm saying?
All right, so is there redemption for R. Kelly? If he in there for 10 years and it's like, all right, I changed.
No way.
He with the Muslims
Can't be.
When they play R. Kelly at a club or something, or like at a bar, it makes me feel super uncomfortable now.
Yeah.
But I feel like still with like white bars, they still play R. Kelly.
Oh, for sure, they do.
They still be, especially
They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they still definitely. I forgot the song, but they definitely play R. Kelly. For
See,
sure.
but
you're gonna hear "Step in the Name of Love."
Yeah, that's what it is. Step in the Name of Love. Yeah, exactly.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like they don't really
Ignition,
necessarily
too.
care, huh?
Ignition.
Ignition.
Ignition for sure.
See, but like Ignition, but at least Ignition and Step in the Name of Love. He ain't really talking about like little
Ignition?
girls, huh?
What do you mean?
This the ignition, rush out the kitchen.
I don't know. Look at the lyrics.
Nah, I can't.
Mama rolling that body. How old is Mama?
Mama? How old is Mama?
This is all Kelly talking about.
Right,
Let's not even sit here and act like that's like
you call like your little
astronomical.
mama's.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Come on.
Listen, I'm not playing R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? We chilling on R. Kelly. I ain't playing R. Kelly. But to answer the point, like, I think, sometimes we're right in our like how we.
Whoa. He literally says, "Let me stick my key in your ignition."
That's right.
I mean, R. Kelly was okay. Be done. We cool. It is what it is. Fuck it. To jump back, like I think like in some points we're valid, and in other points we're not valid. Like we're like I feel like shitting on the Breakfast Club or like jumping around like, yo, I knew them shits. I knew they was slowing down. I knew they was going.
Facts.
Charlamagne carrying the show anyway. Fuck it. Like, and I just think that's too much negative energy for no reason, bro. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Same thing with 21. Like 21's just talking about some positive shit that he wants to happen in the hood. Let that brother speak. You know what I'm saying? Like he's seen all types of violence. He doesn't want to see it again. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, but I kind of do get their point though from the perspective, like, it's one thing it's like, you know, they say practice what you preach.
You're 1,000.
It's like if you tell me don't smoke cigarettes as a kid, but I see you smoking,
still smoking, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do what you do, not what you say. So I feel like on one token, yeah, I get he's making like a positive point, but it's also too like if I turn on your album and it's like Mr. Body Snatcher, you know what I mean? It's like it's only like so much of what you're saying versus like what I'm really listening to, which is the music, you know?
I agree with that. I think like now what 21 might have to do is just like now he has to just like jump all the way into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just try to carry a whole different direction.
He got to
You
make
know
it
what I'm
Jesus is King.
saying? Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Like,
that shit.
you gotta change up the whole situation. I think, you know, he could do that shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
A lot of niggas could do that shit.
Yeah, I feel like he could get on some like future type shit, you know, like where he's making like a Hendrix type album. I can see 21
Right.
in that bag.
Right, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bari, like, you got something on your mind. What happened, son?
No, I'm just thinking about black people. I feel like black people like do that shit a lot because I feel like it goes back to the conversation we was having with Jordan and Imani on the pod a few weeks ago. Like, I think it comes down to each individual. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's hard for black people to kind of like understand how great we can be because niggas ain't do the work first on themselves. You know what I mean? Right. So like, you might not understand just how great being black is. So you see another black person doing well. He's like, nah, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that ain't fly. It's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, if we all just came together for real, like, you know what I mean? That shit is super cliche and it's gonna take mad time and mad work. And I don't know if it will ever happen. Yeah. But I feel like if more people just like really kind of just did some more internal work and you understood like just what being black is and how ill it is. Like, being black is the greatest gift I never asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I wouldn't come back.
That's a great way to put it, though.
Yeah, like why would I ever want to be anything other than this? You know what I mean? So I'm definitely never gonna shit on anybody black doing great things for real. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense and it's counterproductive for real. So
and I also feel like too, like they treat black people like it's a monolith. Like, if you know what you doing, we all got to do. And if somebody's a little off the beaten path, they're like either weird or they on some fuck shit, whatever the case may be. Where it's like we're all black, yes, so we all fit under that umbrella. But under that umbrella, we all have our own sections. And like you said, I feel like if people really understood the beauty of what being black truly is, they would respect the range of what blackness comes in. Versus like, okay, you got to be on some shoot 'em up, bang bang, and if you're not, then you soft. You know what I mean?
Right.
And also, like, respect our legends with it, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I was telling Bari earlier, I was like, yo, I had tweeted that Breakfast Club are legends. You know what I mean? These niggas is legends. They legends in my eyes, you know what I mean? Because
in radio, the Breakfast Club is an absolutely legendary show.
1,000%.
I don't know how anybody could take.
I don't know how you could dispute it. Like, how could you dispute it? You know what I mean? Like, they're not only, besides the bullshit that they, you know, they probably like orchestrated or probably was a part of, who cares? Outside of that, they're actually a really good fucking morning show. Like, they're actually really good at what they do. Like, they're really good broadcasters and they're really good at this shit, obviously, because they've been on air for mad long. And I think the respect, I hate that we have to give respect to the black people that might like we know what black people issue is like sometimes we gotta give we label people legends when they're dead or like when they're old as hell and then they just not doing it professional more. He was a legend. He was a legend. Like, nah, like, yo, it's okay to tell that person right now, like, especially if they got some skin in the game, like, yo, bro, you a legend. You know what I'm saying?
And
like,
even before the blow up even happens, I feel like a lot of times it's like I don't wanna post your shit or show you love until you really niggas is tapped in with you.
Exactly.
Where it's like, I fuck with y'all heavy because y'all really do, you know what I mean? But it's like, I see the greatness and I feel like even other people do see it, but they're hesitant to like tap into the greatness because they don't want to look like they on the island by themselves. Like why are you on this by yourself? Like, who is these niggas? But then when they them niggas, and then it's like, everybody like, oh, y'all know living black, them niggas lit, da. I've been on them niggas. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like we got to really show love to the people on the come up because like, I think even the little things like, yo, I fuck with your pod or I fuck with your brand, you doing this and that. Like, that little shit goes a long way.
It does.
You know, because it's like, you don't want to feel like you out here doing shit and like, you know, ain't nobody tapped in. Yeah. Because most times people are tapped in, but they just keeping it quiet, you know?
For sure.
Yeah, I think I think you've been definitely been telling us that for a mad long. I ain't gonna lie, since
Bro, I
probably the
swear.
beginning.
I listen to pods. Like I'm really like I listen to
Yeah,
podcasts, bro.
for
Like
sure.
y'all shit really, like if y'all had notoriety, y'all shit would be one of the top
One of the
pods.
top
You know what I mean?
pods, yeah.
And that's all it really I think boils down to is like there's a lot of great creatives in like all different spaces, and it just comes down to like 'cause there's a lot of like celebrities that push it out, and that shit's trash. Like a lot of celebrity pods, a lot of celebrity brands, a lot of celebrity music, this and that. That shit be weak, but it's like because they have a fan base, people are like, I'm gonna fuck with them just because like even if it's not hot. I'm gonna be tapped in. It's gonna get hot. It's like they're getting convinced into being hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for me, I think that shit's. I understand it, but it's also weird. You know?
Yeah. I heard Yomi out here snapping and shit.
Yeah, she's snapping.
Agree with
She was snapping her fingers. Got to preach.
fact.
Nah, like I agree, man. I think it was like it's the same thing I preach. Even when Weezy was sitting in this chair, I was like, yo, like there's a lot of podcasters that's celebs and shit. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like it's kind of like whack. I think we do glorify like a lot of like not even just podcasts, but like just people that probably aren't fitting to our best image.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we all fit in that one type of like conversation. You feel what I'm saying? So of course somebody like Young Miami is gonna do fucking 5 million views on whatever fucking shit she is. I'm not saying I don't think she's a podcast really, but she's a show.
Yeah,
I can't credit that. But like just saying somebody like her in a way. They start a show to get like 5 mil. Well, like that's what people like. People like the dating thing, the drama
Yeah.
between this shit. Like, okay, how much can I slut this girl out? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Shit like that. Like
Spit in your booty 100. You know what I mean?
you know what I mean? Like
That shit clickbait.
yeah, exactly. And now, I think me and Bari used to talk about sex a lot before we came in here. You know what I'm saying? We talked about sex a lot, but like that was before, that was just like off the random shit. It was never like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to come in this podcast and talk about sex. Like, you know what I mean?
It would just come up.
It just comes up often, but like
It's a nice appetizer.
yeah,
It is though.
You know what I mean? It's
little
just
app.
like people, yeah, you know, like, oh, that's funny. Like, yeah, like, but now, like, since we came in this shit, I don't know what happened. Really, shit just like really just happened. Like, this feels like professional. Like, let's talk chill.
It's the energy.
That's the
Nah,
energy.
facts.
It is, yeah. Like, let's talk about life for real. Like, what's going on
Yeah,
with
like
life?
we ain't take our break to come back on the same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I
facts.
mean? Like one thing about living black, we gonna take breaks, but niggas always gonna come back bigger and better. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking about the same shit over and over again. I don't care about that. For real. I
Facts.
want to have real conversations. That
I ain't go through a pandemic to be on the same shit.
on God though.
Nah,
On God though.
not
Real
at
shit.
all. Not at
Real
all.
shit.
And that's real too. Like with podcasts, you know, a lot of like I was watching Joe Budden's podcast and like they talk about this shit so often. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
how like people like really think this podcast shit is so easy. And like they go up to Joe Budden's co-host Ish, like, yo, like, let me start a pod. He's like, yo, bro, you try coming here, okay? An hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, talking about a topic, make it entertaining, make it intriguing, whatever, for 6 months, and then you come back.
Yeah.
Come back to me, and then let's just have a conversation. And I was like, damn, that's real, because a lot of like, it's hard. It's like really hard, though.
That's what it's about. You gotta engage, entertain. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like 90% of niggas can't do that. You talk on a mic and
Yeah.
just have niggas sit there and listen to you. Like
Niggas can't talk without the mic.
God, though.
Okay? Niggas can't talk without the mic.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts,
Like,
facts.
let's like people like, you know, when we all have been out with people, girls maybe that like, yo, you sitting at the dinner table and not a word has like been like said. Like you're doing all the talking.
Yeah.
And it's just like one word vibes. And it's like, what the fuck is this?
That's why I don't like going on dinner dates on the first date.
yeah.
Because I feel like you gotta prove to me that you're worth this conversation, this time, you know?
Oh, that's deep.
'Cause
What you mean? Talk about that now. See, now we hitting.
No, because I feel like if we go to dinner, right?
Okay.
I feel like on the first date, unless like you probably knew her or something, like say you made her knew her like prior or whatever the case may be. But I feel like on the first date, if we really don't know each other, it's like I'm really trying to get to know you. And I feel like with dinner, sometimes, obviously, if she's a conversationalist, she can like get on and, you know, talk her shit. But, you know, it could be like a lot of just like, I'm looking at the menu, I'm ordering, I'm eating. And then you look up and you're like, I don't even like,
I don't know you.
I don't know your favorite color at this point. You know, like, what do we really do? So I feel like when you're getting drinks, it forces you to like let the walls down a little bit and like, we're going to talk. And then we could probably go grab food after or whatever. But like, I feel like the ice has to be broken first. Because like, for one, I'm just not like trying to be like just a get dinner date. You know what I mean? I'm using it for dinner, but like also too, it's like I really want to get to know you. And I want you to be able to get to know me too. And like I think to your point, it's like some people, and especially as we get older, like I don't even, and it's like not even just from like an attraction standpoint with a woman, but it's just like I don't even want to be around people that I feel like we can't have like valuable conversation. You don't always got to be deep either, but like I want to be able to be like, okay, I got something from this.
Yeah.
It don't got to be like life changing, but it's like, okay, damn, I like the perspective. Or like, even if we don't agree, it's like, wow, you kind of imparted something on me that I didn't think about. You know what I mean?
Word.
And I feel like that's just like necessary. So like, I don't know. I value the conversations for sure.
I guess I never thought about that shit either too. Like when I guess you go on dates and shit and you don't, because I think dinner dates, me personally, I'll be like, yo, let's just go get something to eat. Let's go grab something. But what I do enjoy on first date vibes, I think mainly is like going to a gallery. You get what I'm saying?
Gallery vibe?
Yeah, because gallery vibes or like museums or maybe an activity like. Activity date, first date is a vibe to me. Like it lets your guard down all the way. Like you're having fun, you're engaging. It's just like, oh, this is cute. Like this is nice. Like we're having conversation. Like let's just take a break, and then we're having conversation, we're chatting and shit like that. Yeah, I think those are the vibes. But I don't mind a dinner date either, because I feel like, and this kind of like, you know, sometimes I'll be falling for this shit. You like texting on the phone and shit. You know what I mean? The conversation, all right, it's nice. I'm like, all right, let's go get something to eat. What's the word?
And it's dry as shit.
Dry as shit. Fuck. Now I gotta pay for this shit too. Like,
but it's also too, it's like restaurants in New York be loud as hell. We sitting across from each other. So I feel like I gotta like really lean in it. You know what I mean? So I feel like
that is true.
It's really hard to even have a conversation, especially if you're like a little on a weekend. You know what I mean? It's like that shit be hella loud. It's hella dim. It's like I barely, you know what I mean? It's just,
I can barely see.
So
I can barely see.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
Okay, go ahead.
So as a foodie, I feel like food is like a love language to me.
1,000.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I feel like for me, getting food with somebody is like super intimate, and it will tell me a lot about you. Like it can spark conversation about like your culture, what you like, you don't like, what you do like, what you're allergic to, and so I feel like that's like my vibe.
No,
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I feel like, to your point, like I feel like I'm not saying dinner dates are a no-go.
Yeah.
But I just feel like sometimes dinner dates can be kind of just awkward because it's like, for one, it's loud. For two, we're kind of far away from each other.
Yeah.
For three, it's like you said, if she's dry, it's like, I'm about to just be on the gram scrolling at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, you know.
And that'd be the worst too, bro. That'd be the worst. I do agree with you too, though, because food is my vibes and shit. And I'm like, yo, I love food. Like, so I think us exchanging, you know, what we like through food is a vibe, especially like when it's like shareable. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let's tap in. Drinks is being served.
Do they gotta be vegan?
Nah, not at all. But high key though, I'd never date a woman that's not like health conscious. You get what I'm saying?
I was just having this conversation with my boy. We was talking about like, if I'm out with a girl and she says she don't like water, I'm like, bro, like I can't even fuck with you. Like,
No.
Like, what you mean you don't drink water?
No, that's different.
Like you weird for real.
That's some middle school shit. Like when people like
you a grown ass woman. Like, what is
Hey, let me tell you what's not getting ate later. You
already know that
Fuck
shit
you
foul.
mean?
You
What?
already know that shit foul. High key though, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest.
Be honest.
I ain't really engaging with you either if you like drink soda. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you order like a Pepsi for the table.
Yo, if you do like, huh? You feel what I'm saying? Like if you doing Coca-Cola, like nah, bro, like, nigga, not even a Sprite.
Yeah, exactly.
Ginger ale,
Exactly. Like,
if you gonna do a fucking soda, do a ginger ale. Now you gonna get a Coke? Come on, son.
Shorty order Dr. Pepper, I'm leaving.
Oh, you gotta go.
Facts.
I'm getting up. They don't even sell Dr. Pepper no more. You know they fucking clean the cars with those type of sodas.
It better be a rum and Coke, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
If it's gonna be Coke, it better be
that's
a rum and Coke.
Caribbean
At the
shit.
very least.
I don't-
At the very least.
And like a splash of Coke, please.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A splash of Coke. Like don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass yourself because I don't do it. I'm telling you that shit right now. You know what I mean? Because you already drinking liquor. If you gonna drink liquor, you already know liquor ain't too great for the body. We already know the vibes. You know what I'm saying? We love it. We love liquor, but liquor ain't too good for the body. Okay? We don't need you to drink Coke, soda, and all that other bullshit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think like someone who's health conscious is definitely a turn on for sure.
Yeah.
It's just like, you know, I want to be with somebody like who at least cares, you know?
At
Like you
least
said, you don't gotta be
cares.
perfect. We ain't
Nah.
talking perfection, but it's
Definitely
like
not. I don't want you to run the track every morning. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't be
don't want her to do that.
I wouldn't be opposed.
You
I
don't want her to do that.
I mean, she could. I'm
You
saying.
don't want a track star? She's a runner. She's a track star.
I'm saying though, I don't need her to be. She could be that shit for sure.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
yeah.
man. I think me getting to this age. First of all, I love big women. And no, there's no secret.
You say this, so like when you say big, I always wanted to ask you, when you say big, what is big?
Ask him.
what is big? What is big? Because like
I think the limit for big for me, when I consider like what I like, is like a Lizzo. Like she's the limit for me, right?
Okay.
Like
She's definitely drinking Coke.
100%.
No,
100%.
Lizzo's vegan. Lizzo's vegan.
Okay.
She's vegan. I'm not saying that she doesn't drink
Coca-Cola
Coke.
is vegan.
No, it is. Well, we don't know, but Lizzo seems like
last time I checked, Coke is vegan.
no, it is vegan. But I'm saying, but I think she's like more health conscious than that.
Yeah, I don't think she's slimy. I think she's voluptuous.
Yeah, I think she's just a big girl. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Jill Scott, you know what I mean? Like these are like, they're not big in my eyes. They're like more so like, they're thick. They might have like a nice stomach. You know what I'm saying? But that's
this fucking stomach, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, listen, stomachs you gotta grab. You gotta grab them.
Oh, so a flat tummy, so if she's drinking flat tummy tea, you kind of turned off a little bit.
You know what? And that's what I was about to say. I was saying like, I think I'm like more so into a woman that like, yes, health conscious with what she puts in her body, but also what she does to be active. I'm not saying like be in the gym 7 days a week, but I actually do want you to be like active. Like if you're not active, I'm not like looking at that anymore. Like not like, cause you know what it is? I'm in the gym and I kind of want to work out with my partner if that comes to the time.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like let's just go like, we at the gym, or like we're running together, or we're doing something, you know what I mean? Active. I think activity, I think that brings you closer. There's a level of intimacy there.
You be running?
On the streets?
Yeah.
Never in my life. Oh. I've done that once and I said I would never do this again. I don't like I feel like I get more tired fast. On the treadmill though, holla at me.
You probably running way too fast.
No. Oh, and that's what it feels like.
You can't gauge
the speed of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, like you running from the cops.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
That's the only way you know how to run.
Like a black man running in the middle of Flatbush just doesn't have good optics. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a cop recovering where he running from a nigga. Yeah.
Exactly. You get what I'm saying? So like, but I would run. You know what I mean? Like when I go to Arizona, right? The Airbnb I'm staying at doesn't have a gym. But I'm gonna get dressed early in the morning before the sun come up like crazy, and then just head out for like a little quick jog, if you will. You know what I mean? Let me see the city, look real quick, just jog, come back, and then that's that. Because there's no gym. You know what I mean? But that's what I want to do to stay. I want to stay active. I want you to feel the same way. You get 100%,
100%.
I want Shorty to feel the same way. Yo, Bari, I know you had a message to the translucents.
I did. I do want to talk to the translucents one time because.
And for the people that don't know, translucents is. Tell them.
The whites.
No, the whites.
Okay. I was about to say the translucent. I was like, is this the trans community?
Nah. No, we ain't trying to get canceled here.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
we love and living black.
At my job, I've had a few experiences with white people recently that just bothering me to no end because in like this new like woke progressive era that we're in, I feel like the white people who want to be on the right side of history, like the way they interact with black people today is just stupid. And like I keep getting the question asked to me, well, is it a cultural appropriation if I do this? Or if I wear this thing? It's like, son, I couldn't give a fuck less.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this hat has a Black Panther on it. Just wear it if you want to wear it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, either way, niggas gonna look at you goofy or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, white people, stop going up to me or any other black person that, for that matter, and asking them if like shit is cool. Yeah. I mean, like, so what? Bro, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like it. Somebody else asked me one time, like, I was at work, and Shorty asked me, "Is this black owned? The company?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Nah, it's not." And she was like, "Well, I guess I kind of wish it was because it feels so cool." I'm like, "God damn it!" Like, I mean, like, I understand the sentiment, but it's like, just stop. Stop, bro. Like, I don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, I understand. Like, black, we make everything cool, right?
Yeah.
We make everything cool in history, except for Crocs. We haven't made Crocs cool.
Why not?
Yeah,
Crocs,
so you don't
people
think
wear Crocs.
I can't stand Crocs. Black people try to make Crocs cool, they not fly. Every time I see a pair of Crocs, I'm like, that's not it, bro. Unless they're the Salehis, they not fly, bro.
In a way, though, they have made it cool, though, because everybody...
They have...
Everyone wears...
Yeah, but they ain't make it fly, though.
Okay.
It's still not
cool,
fly.
but it ain't fly.
It ain't, and that's the difference. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You're not going to tap into that shit ever.
Crocs? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, I would never. Unless it's Salehi Benberries. But yeah, it's like... it's just white people just being annoying, son. It's like we like black people don't need that. You know what I mean? Like cool, like you want to be allies and shit. That's great. You know what I mean? Like during 2020, during all the protests, many of the protests were dumb white at first. You know what I mean? Like we was out there, it wasn't many black people at first off top. It was mad white. And that was cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you want to support us,
give us $20 every time you see it.
you know what I mean? Like
with inflation, 25.
For real though, because inflation is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, inflation is stupid. Yeah, but it's like just support us. You can support us in private or even public, but like don't make it so overt that now I'm uncomfortable for real. You know what I mean? Like it's just annoying. I ain't gonna hold you.
And you kind of know what like is cultural appropriation. Like you know,
I was gonna say self-awareness is key here. You know what I mean? It's like,
I feel like if they're asking, then the answer is no.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like 9 times out of 10, it's no.
But I feel like it's just self-awareness too. I feel like, at least for me, I'm very conscious of like how I rub off on people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like you should know, like, if you're saying something that just could be like, especially someone you don't know. It's like, if it's one thing, it's like, okay, we really cool. And it's like, I know I can come to you as like an ally and be like, is this cool if I do this? But if it's just like I'm a random coming into your store, it's like you should know what's. I feel like it's like the equivalent of like someone asking a black girl, "Can I touch your hair?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you should be self-aware enough to know, like you shouldn't just ask anybody that. You know what I mean?
For real though.
But I feel like people in general, like in this era, people are lacking self-awareness. People are lacking everything really, like common sense. All that shit just seems like it's like. It's misplaced right now.
It's an egregious time, man. It's an egregious time to actually be like exist in this world. I stay home, man.
Yeah.
I stay home. I stay home because people are annoying. Violence is crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, whatever this fucking monkeypox is or whatever this fucking COVID, and now they got some new strain coming out and shit like that. We just, you know, I stay in the crib. Like, I ain't trying to tap into that. But like when it comes to white people, man, I've dealt with that. I worked at the same job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That he's talking about. And I know exactly what he's saying.
Yeah.
And it's so annoying to deal with that shit. It's kind of annoying, like when a white person comes by, or like when a white person passes you and then like gives you that grin, like to like see if you're like the happy Negro, and then see if you're like a good one to be around and shit like that, or like. Well, no, for real. Or being like, no, it's a real shit. Or like, you know, when I'm at Dumbo House too, like, especially, like, I feel like a couple of times where like white people just trying to, like, white women just trying to start conversation and like show you that they're comfortable with you being around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they just ask you like, hey, where you from? Yeah, like, I don't care to talk to you. Like, you don't gotta speak to me because like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it just made, like, I'm not gonna be that black friend.
But also too, how much is that us like deflecting? Like, what if she genuinely just does want to like tap in because she like your vibration? Like you said, you got like she's probably looking at you like, because like I feel like from the outside looking in, if I didn't know you, I saw you at Dumbo House, you look like you could be like
Hotep.
like an artist or like an artist. Like you look like you could be someone that someone would know. So I could see like why she could be like, damn, let me tap in with him, because I feel like people want to be talking to interesting people, especially you're in Dumbo House. So she's assuming maybe like, okay, he's tapped in with something. You know what I mean?
Word.
So I think sometimes like, and this isn't just what white people are, I think just in general, sometimes like we deflect because we have this perception of how they perceive us.
Yeah.
So we're coming into it like, okay, this is she only talking to me because she don't want to look like she ain't cool with niggas. You know what I mean? But she could really just fuck with your vibe and maybe want to fuck you. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. That could be a fact. That could be very true. I'm not even gonna lie.
And I feel like for me too, because like I operate like in a lot of white spaces, and I feel like I was the same way. And I still am in like some senses. But I feel like the best way to kind of disarm it is just like you got to show up completely you and like unapologetically, and not like that doesn't mean like be ghetto. You know what I mean? Because like that's not what we are.
Yeah.
But like it's just like be you, and I feel like a lot of times they do fuck with us for us. You know what I mean? It's just, and obviously there's the weird ones too, but like the ones that are obviously cool, like they fuck with you for being you, and a lot of times it's our like perception of them that kind of fucks the little vibe up. You know?
That's true. I agree with that 1000%. First of all, I've never been the one to code switch. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
I actually I've been on a date a long time ago. A girl had asked me that. She was like, "Yo, you don't feel the need to code switch? Like, do you talk like that in front of like people, like just people that you know and your job shit?"
I hate when niggas make their voice sound white.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever that even seems to be. Like, you know, like have a different perception than who you are.
Yeah.
I hate that shit too. But I'm saying like, first of all, I felt wild offended that she even said that shit. And I was like, are you dumb? Like, why did you feel comfortable enough to say that to me just now? Like, and why did you feel the need to change who you are to make others feel comfortable? But I do agree that, like, deflecting, like, you know, I think I do feel that way, though, Monty, to be honest with you. Like, I do feel like I already know how you kind of view me, but, like, I know that's a way I gotta. That's a mindset that I have to change. But I don't know, man. It's a difficult task. You know what I mean? It's not something that I'm like fiending to change either. Because you know,
for sure.
we're not around a lot of like white individuals. Like I told you, I only got one white friend. Like for real, like somebody I could call a friend for real. There's only one white friend. I don't need to make white friends because you know, at the end of the day, too. Darmante, I'm gonna be honest, is like you kind of like when you have you know, dialogue with a white person, you could kind of feel the difference. And I'm not too sure like I don't want to have to be explaining myself or my culture all the time every time I fucking speak to you, bro.
Yeah, and to that I agree with that 100%. Like I feel like my nucleus is, you know, my nucleus because that's how, you know, we kind of grew up. But I do feel like there's beauty in like the diversity of thought, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Because like, and obviously like within like in living black, there's diversity in thought, right?
1,000.
But I think when you're talking to a white person, an Asian person, a gay person, a trans person, whatever, it's like I feel like that range of thought just kind of, I don't know, for me, like it, I feel like that I kind of thrive in that type of convo. And obviously, like I said, I'm not going to be in a conversation where I feel like, you know, you're trying to like, almost like come at me where it's like, okay, now you're like trying to impose this like white way on me or like you're disrespecting me or I feel like you're kind of being fetishizing me, whatever. But like, I don't mind like feeling like, okay, we both are coming into it just as awkward because as much as we don't understand their culture, they don't understand ours, you know what I mean? So I feel like when you can have those conversations and then come out of it like, damn, I kind of like picked up on something or like I imparted some wisdom on them and vice versa. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's the beauty of being kind of human, you know?
I agree with that completely. I think I feel that way mainly though, like say if when I speak to an Asian person, right? Like I feel like me and this person could kind of connect a lot more better.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because like we're diverse. Like we're not the same, but we're the same.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it just feels like a level of familiarity where it's like, yo, I know who you are, and you know who I am in a spectrum. Like you know what I mean? Like it just feels like I know what you kind of been through, and we kind of been through the same things in a way.
Fact.
You know what I mean? But like I feel. And this is not no shot to white people. Like, I mean, like, yo, white people. Some white people are cool, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't shooting shots at them. I'm just saying, like, it's no level of, I guess, like, familiarity with them unless, like, yo, yeah, we're human.
Facts.
But other than that, like, it just doesn't feel like you understand what the vibes is. Nor am I trying to explain to you what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, when you're talking to somebody that's brown, somebody that's, you know, maybe Hispanic, whatever. Whatever the situation is from several cultures, whether you're gay, even bisexual, trans, however you go with it, like the conversation will take how it's supposed to be taken because we understand each other from a spectrum.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of easier to have that conversation. But when it comes to like that sit down with whites or like just even trying to make white people feel comfortable around you. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was telling Jabari earlier. Where like I was watching a TikTok and like this guy says, he said, you know, when white people like smirk at him, he like makes them feel uncomfortable. Like he just like doesn't like, he gives them a stale face, blah, blah, blah. I ain't into that. I ain't gonna smirk at you, but I'm gonna like nod and that's that. You know what I mean? Or like when, you know, when white people ask him like, yo, did you hear that? Like they try to relate to him. Did you hear that new Lil Baby album? Did you hear like that new like, he's like, nah, I don't listen to Lil Baby. Like, you like like what? You don't like hip hop? Nah, I don't like hip hop. So like he not trying to really relate to them for real. I don't mind having conversation with them for real. But I'm also not trying to like force it. I'm not trying to force it. Like if it's like if you a Rory, you know, there's a difference between a Rory and then there's a difference between like a Matt. You get what I'm saying?
Facts,
you know what I mean? Like whoever the fuck Matt is. And I'm sorry for the Mets that might be listening to us. But you get what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
I mean, I think the problem arises when like off top, you trying to get to know my experience as a black man and not just
as a man.
Yeah, like who was Bari for real? You know what I mean? Like, yes, a large part of that is me being black, so that of course that ties in. But like I'm actually a person for real. You know what I mean? Like my day to day just isn't just me going through just a bunch of like
Nigga shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like I live a regular ass life. Ask me how I feel. Not just like you as a black man, how do you feel about? It's like, oh, come on, son, that's annoying, and that just goes for everybody. Like, I mean, like, yes, I think it is important to understand and ask questions. It's just about different cultures that you're not familiar with. You know what I mean? So you can just have a worldly knowledge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like if that's just all you're interested in, especially like off top, your first interaction with somebody.
Agreed. I don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah, like
I agree.
that turns me off. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. No, facts. Like you said, get to know me as the person for sure.
Or
What practices do you think that you would like to implement in your life? From like you right now. I mean, how old are you right now? I know you're a Gemini.
29.
29. Gemini, brother here. I'm a Gemini, so shout out to the Gems.
Yeah.
Yo, Jabari is just surrounded by Geminis.
What are you?
Cancer.
Okay. I got a lot of love for Cancer. So yeah, you're another brother.
Same.
Yeah.
Same here.
What practices would you implement in your life? You know, I'm gonna start with Jabari actually, because that was actually your question.
Yeah. The idea sparked just on some random shit like I told myself I want to stop jaywalking.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Just because I just feel like I'm always
I love that. I don't know why. I just love it.
why you laugh?
I laughed. First of all, I laughed this morning when you told me that shit. I laughed. It was funny.
What was funny about it though? You don't take me serious?
Yo, because you want to stop jaywalking. It's funny.
Yeah, well, really because like I be walking sometimes and like I feel like I be in a rush, but like with nowhere particular that I need to be at. Bro. You know what I mean? I just be on the move because that's just the New Yorker in me. I mean, we always on some. I'm like, yo, slow down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like now, like I did today. I could have been here earlier, but I waited.
Yeah,
I waited. For the fucking, you know what I mean, the red hand to turn to the white man, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait till this shit say walk, and then I'm gonna
to
walk.
The white man.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean, I'm gonna wait, cause like, what am I rushing for?
Yeah,
I mean, for this in particular, I was already late, but like in general though, it's like dog, like, it's I feel like this,
bro. I don't know. To your point though, before I jump into mine, I'm also taking that up. Where just like I'm walking, cause I feel like I'm also like a fast walker. I like to like get to what I'm getting to, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like savoring the experience of life, you know? Right. I feel like I eat fast. I'm like trying to slow down my eating. I feel like I just want to like slow down everything I do because I feel like you just savor and appreciate, you know, life more when you do that. Like you might have seen something today that you probably wouldn't have saw if you would have jaywalked. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's true. But so what am I trying to?
Yeah. Like what type of practices? Like, see, Jabari trying to stop jaywalking.
So I mine is gonna be a little heavier than that, but
oh shit, it's heavy. I love this.
So I just kind of implemented this last month, but for the rest of the year, I'm not no weed, no sex, no dating.
Wow.
And I feel like I don't know, bro. I feel like as a man, right? Especially maybe this is just like me coming of age, you know. I've been listening to that Reasonable Doubt a lot, but but no, maybe it's the me coming of age. But I don't know, bro. I feel like anything you want to do, it takes time, money, energy, right? And I feel like when you're smoking weed and dating and having sex, doing all this, like it literally consumes the time, the money, and the energy, right? So I feel like I'm just in this like stage of my life where I just want to like focus in and lock in, and like into like even slowing down and just like appreciating it. Because I feel like a lot of times when you're like, for me, it's like I wouldn't say I was addicted to dating or like addicted to weed, but I feel like I was using it almost as like a crutch. Like, oh, I don't got shit to do. Let me just smoke this J. Or like, I'm bored. Let me hit shorty up. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like sometimes I want to like learn to sit in my stillness. And I feel like that's really where the magic happens, you know? So like for the rest of the year, and I know it's going to be difficult. I mean, I'm not, and I'm not saying I'm going to be perfect. You know?
Yeah.
But I want y'all to hold me to the fire because I'm putting it out on, I'm putting it on wax right now. But yeah, bro. So I'm just implementing that, just making sure like I'm just living a more intentional life, you know?
Right.
Because I feel like, you know, it's easy to like get saturated, especially like in New York and like with all the shit, summertime, all the shit happening. I feel like it's easy to get like sidebar and, you know, and like detracted from like your mission. And I feel like for a while I wasn't even like on a mission. I was just out here existing, you know? And I feel like that's kind of a weird like thing to like when you really like sit down and think about it, like, what am I really out here doing? You know? Like, am I really just like on earth to just like fuck bitches, get money. You know what I mean? Like essentially, like you're just working and like, you know, using it to like just have fun or whatever. So I'm just taking a step back and just like, you know, reassessing what's important to me, what I want out of life, and then like how I can go after it like with like absolute focus opposed to like being pulled in a million different directions, you know? So that's kind of my
I ain't gonna lie, that's the same exact shit. That's like, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I had just said this shit like mad recent. I don't know if I said it on a podcast recently, but I was like, yo, I'm done with dating. Like,
yeah, bro.
like that shit is so.
I feel like you say that every week.
No, but I
Did he on a date? Like,
no.
down.
That's first of all, that's not true. Since I've said that, I have not been on no dates or nothing like that. I haven't been on no dates. I deleted that dating app shit. You remember, like I told you, I deleted it.
Yeah, Hinge. I know y'all talking about Hinge is a dangerous app, bro.
Oh yeah, it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous and it's weird. You know what I mean?
I just
weird.
suggest no man get on there,
Nobody
especially if you don't got self control. Like you just out here just
fucking
trying to stack them.
Yeah.
It's a stack them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 1,000. So it's like, and you know, it's just expensive. I agree with that. Like, I felt like I'm a lover boy, so like I had put too much emphasis on intentionally dating to get somewhere, but it was landing me nowhere. But my pockets, it was just like depleting.
Bro, and I had this little, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I was like, the opportunity cost of dating is too expensive. It's not even just the money. So let me like break it down a little bit, and hopefully I could like put the thought fully together.
I told you.
But like the opportunity cost of dating is like, all right, so say you're on your mission and you're trying to date and do all this, right? So it's like, okay, you're going to spend money. And I feel like every time you go out, you kind of budget, like I'm gonna spend like 150 or 200, whatever, and then whatever. So like you got it an amount you're gonna spend. And sometimes she go over because she want to drink, you drinking, y'all vibing, whatever.
Yeah,
so it's like, so now the money's spent. And then it's like, y'all could really be vibing. So it's like the night, y'all might go back to your crib, go back to her crib. And obviously y'all gonna be, you know, doing what you do. So like, and you might have had a plan, like I'm gonna go on this date, but I'm going to the gym in the morning.
Yeah, well.
So now you fucking with her. So now your gym plan derailed.
Damn, this nigga Potter.
And then so it's like, so then after that, it's like, y'all might have been having fun. Y'all feeling each other's vibes, you're attracted. Then like, you know, you might slide and hit it raw. And then now your peace of mind's gone because the rest of that week you like, damn.
Nigga Bari like, damn. that nigga tweet. That nigga said, wait.
It's
I
like,
did see a little
it's
twist.
like,
You saw that?
it's like, you know how you slide, you know how you vibing with something, and it's like after you slide and raw, you like, I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now the rest of the week you like, damn,
fucked up.
I gotta get checked. And now it's like, so now your peace of mind's fucked up. So it's like a $150 date turned into $200. Your peace of mind fucked up.
Yeah.
You being thrown off your regiment, and then
Especially
it's
if you're not in it, now you gotta pay $50 for plan B.
then you gotta hope she take it.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
damn.
so it's just like, I feel like for me, I just was like doing the math in my head. It's like, yeah, the pockets was getting hit crazy, but on top of that, the peace of mind was gone. To me, like my regiment, like I could say I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna focus on this business plan, whatever. But then like you laid up with shorty, it's noon on Sunday. Now it's like shit, they fucked off. You know what I mean? So it's like,
This nigga Potter.
so for me, it's like I had to just like take a step back. Like and some people had to control to do that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go on this date and I'm going home. But it's like if you feeling her, she feeling you, she look good, y'all vibing.
Yeah.
You know the booty look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
A lot
gonna
of
want to
shit.
you gonna
Yeah.
want to do your thing. Like we red blooded. You know
we
humans
men
out
at
this
the end of the
motherfucker.
day. It is
Yeah.
what it is. We savages sometimes.
So it's like for me, it's like part of me taking that step back is like I don't know how to have that. I don't know how to necessarily have that like constraint. It's like if I'm gonna do it, I'm going all the way with it. You know.
Right.
And that's not like a bad thing, but it's just like there's times and places for it. And this place in my life, it's like I just need to like lock in and focus in and like, you know, focus on me opposed to like, you know, the other shit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a fucking pod. Like that's a ball. That whole shit you was saying, like
You know, he had a podcast before. You know
No,
that?
no.
He had a podcast.
No, but see, but as you can clearly see, he was good at it.
You know what I mean?
But I'm saying that's really facts. Like, that's exactly how I internalized it. It was like, yo, I'm legit losing myself
Losing myself,
with doing this.
Literally.
Like dating, spending money, like
Texting all day is even losing
texting
yourself,
all the
bro.
day-
It's
Texting
like-
all day. Just not as focused as I would like to be. Even with the gym shit, like I still go to the gym, but then it's like, damn, I just dragged my whole life just now. Like, Now and then you fucking around, slept over. She slept over. Now I gotta worry how you gonna get in the crib and shit like that. And you not trying to leave right away. Like, you know what I mean? Now I gotta make you some tea or something. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, fucking, I don't know. Like
now you want breakfast and you expect me to pay for it? Like, now you gotta.
But now see, well, I was gonna make some breakfast. See, but but even making breakfast, this is like, yo, I'm doing too much.
You gotta make extra breakfast.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm making breakfast. Oh, exactly.
For you and her.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so me and her. Now I gotta. Now it's more groceries. You know what I mean?
That's less food
you
you
ain't
got
trying to
in the
help
week.
pay for that shit. We already know what I asked you, but still, that's the issue. Like, I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Like, yo, even traveling to go get some ass. You know what I mean? If that's the case, like.
Yeah. Now you gotta go uptown.
Yeah, I was
not going
going
uptown.
uptown. I was just
I
talking about.
don't even make the uptown moves.
Nah,
Absolutely,
absolutely not.
I might as well fly to Arizona. What you mean?
But I bet like
That might have been my problem. That might have been my problem.
I'm saying, same shorty just lived in the, tri-state, like the fucking DMV area or whatever.
Yeah.
Not to say I got somebody in the DMV or nothing because
I'm sure you got a few.
Nah, no.
Yo, bro, like he don't be having them. I know he be having them.
Yeah.
I don't know what that man has.
See, look, I
don't know what that man
That's
had.
what I like right here. I like that right here. Yo, everybody try to expose me but you, and I fuck with you, man.
Mhm.
That's a real brother right
Yeah,
there.
on God. Like at the end of the day, though, hockey, like I swear on everything, like I'm really not even in that space as I once was, yo.
Bro, I swear.
Like, and I agree with you. It's mad difficult. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you might want some ass. Like, yo, I want some ass.
Of course you gonna want some ass.
I want some ass. Or I want some.
I'm not gonna lie. As of recent, I can tell when you're super horny because you post that shit on the gram.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
close
yo,
friend. Yeah,
I see it.
yeah, for a second, I'm like, oh,
Holy shit.
homie Yomi with the hot take. Hello.
Yo,
I'm like, damn.
did
he
I
going
text
through
her?
it
Did I say
right
something?
now.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm scared.
Nah. Because you just been posting. Maybe it's your close friends or something.
Oh, it's my close friends. Damn, yo, nobody got to know what I do with my close friends.
You going crazy?
Nah, it's not crazy. It's not crazy.
But I'm like, okay.
But first of all,
he's on that vibe right now.
No, well, not necessarily.
And it's usually when you've been drinking.
Oh, 1,000%.
Well, that
makes
that'll
sense.
do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But you know what it is though? First of all, I love
I chuckle.
I love sex.
Sure you do.
And I love everything that comes with it. You know what I mean? So I enjoy talking about it. Period. I might just post about it or whatever like that. It's not necessarily like I'm horny or not, but it's just like, yo, I'm intrigued by this. You know what I mean? I love the act of it. It is what it is.
And to the point though, I don't know if I heard it on a podcast or I read it or saw it on Instagram or whatever, but like, it was like, it said like, basically it was saying like the makings of a weak man is someone who gives in to all of their wants, right? And like, I feel like so often it's like, I'm horny, I'm gonna go bust this nut. And it's like, why can't you like talk to yourself and be like, no, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna ease up off this. I wanna smoke this joint, I wanna eat this, I don't wanna go to the gym. It's like, so often we're making ourselves weak because we're just giving into what our initial inclination is. Like, I want to do this, I don't want to do this, I'm not going to do it, or I'm going to do it. Where it's like, to be able to like say, you know what, I'm going to wake up at 6:30 every morning, I'm not going to have sex, I'm not just powering that, you know? And I feel like it's just like being able to reclaim that power for yourself will like propel you into like that next journey when it's going to really get difficult, whether that be with a pod or a business or whatever, you know? But like, if you can't stay real with yourself, waking up at 6:30 every morning, it's like, how can we expect you to like run a pod when we got these sponsors paying you 10 grand and we need y'all to be here and like putting out good content, you know? So it's like, for me, it's like I needed to like honestly like discipline myself too, because like I was out here weak for real, you know? Like as a man, like, and to be honest, like transparent, like I was just weak. And like I don't like seeing myself weak, you know what I mean? Like where you can't tell yourself no.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the real danger. It's like, I'm not doing this, then you end up doing it. She's like, damn, I'm a bitch ass nigga for real.
Yeah, for real. No, for real. No, that's real. That's real
Like
as fuck.
that's some like I don't know.
No. You're speaking real shit. Like to the T. It's crazy though. Like, I don't know what it is, but like a lot of niggas that I think I fucks with heavy have been on the same wavelength. Because I had the same conversation with one of our bros, Jerry.
Yeah.
And, you know, we on that same length. Like, he's in a relationship. He don't got to worry about the other bullshit.
Yeah.
But, like, disciplining himself, like, yo, like, I got to stay on this.
Facts.
I got to stay on this regimen. This shit is going to work for me if I, like, do this. Like, if I operate this way. Like, I ain't going to lie. I think that's what happened with Living Black, like, in a way. Where the recent transition of us, like, propelling to a certain stature. You know what I mean? Where the TikTok shits, like, yeah, it happened on a whim.
Yeah.
But the intent, we were super intentional on like, yo, coming back and like really putting like some real money into this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
not to say like we didn't put, like money.
Yeah.
We put money into this.
Y'all was 180 episodes.
Yeah, 188 episodes. We put like super a lot of money into this, but I'm talking about like more than, you know what I mean? Than usual. Like, yo, let's really tap into these clips. Like niggas like clips. Let's tap into clips. Let's tap into like having real dialogue about whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? So like we became real intentional in that way. Now like I got to make that transition when it comes to my personal life. Like, so I get what you're saying. Like, yo, I got to cut it out with like when it comes to like women. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's our
Like
weakness.
just like, and I love women, but like that's the issue. Like where it's like, yo, come out here, come to this, blase blah, and I'm like, there's power in saying, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Going straight to the crib. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Unless it's with your peoples and shit, you want to kick it, and it's different vibes. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about when you know you're gonna spend a substantial amount of money and you go anyway. That's not what you're trying to tap into.
Or just gonna throw your vibration off, you know?
All your vibrations.
Like sometimes you don't spend no bread, but your vibe fucked up for like 2-3 days, and it's like, like damn, I could have did without this for real.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, especially.
And even when you with your people, like sometimes you might want to be like, yo, I don't want to be outside right now. Even with gang for real. It's like, I just want to be in the crib, dog. Like,
that's true.
And I love kicking it with the homies, you know what I mean? But it's like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to be indoors, son. I ain't gonna lie. It's like, that should get expensive, son. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
That's how you feel today? Because I was gonna say, let's go Dumbo.
Yeah, I'm going home tonight.
Yeah, I know it. He was like, yeah, I feel it. I'll go home today. Nah, I said, I feel it. He's like, I'm tired. I'm done.
Damn.
Nah, for real.
Nah, I understand. I respect it.
Nah, but yeah, I feel like, you know, women are tough, you know. And I feel
They
like
be treating you bad. They be treating you bad or not? Because I be feeling I've been treated bad lately from women too. That's another thing. I'm like, I'm done.
Treated bad?
yeah, when you say bad, what you mean bad?
Like,
I just feel like I'm not respected enough.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? That's it. But
Like your time, your body, all that.
like
all
both.
that.
Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to get into too much details, like necessarily, but like, yeah, I do feel like, you know, they don't be respecting me type shit. As much as I respect them.
Define respect.
Good. I like that. Because everybody look at respect different.
Well, like, what I find in respect is like, yo, respect my time. You know what I mean? Like, I took my time out to like fuck with you. Respect that. You know what I mean? Like, don't treat it as if it's just like somebody else. Like, I don't even know how to explain that. Like, treat me like I'm him for real.
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, don't disrespect me. Because I know I'm him, and I just don't like when people just don't give that type of respect. Because I give that type of respect to people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm treating every chick like her, even if she ain't her.
Exactly.
It's just like, if I'm giving you my time, I'm giving you that respect.
And that's hockey. That was hockey, I think, the issue with me, too. Like, I was like, yo, I'm kind of giving these women that I'm dating too much of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's the Gemini in you, though.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Like, you just can't help it. Like, I fucks with your energy. I'm here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But I think it's just that, but it wasn't being reciprocated. So I'm like, yo, like, all right, cool. Like, once you start showing me like exactly, or you say like little shit that I like, you probably didn't think I picked up on, but I did.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, I see what it is. And then that's just like when the other Gemini part come out, like when people hate, it's like just drop off the face of the earth and shit.
Yeah, I'm very, to your point with that, and maybe it's a Gemini thing or whatever, but like I'm very like zero tolerance.
Yeah.
Like once you do some fuck shit, I'm cool off you.
Yeah.
And I could drop you like that.
Yeah.
I go from like I love you to like I'll never text you again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I feel like women weren't treating me, like I said, bro. I think it was more of a me thing, bro. Like I think I was treating myself bad, you know?
Yeah.
Like I feel like women were doing, like it wasn't like the women in my life were like doing weird shit. I just think it was just like you said, I feel like I was losing myself. So to the point was like, even when they doing good shit, I'm feeling like I don't even want to be around you. Like you a good vibe, but like I just don't feel like me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I feel like
Yomi said, like,
It's true. It's like whenever you don't feel like yourself, it's like how can you let say somebody's like feeling me, and it's like I'm not even showing you like the real me for real. So
yeah.
you just feel weird. I know exactly what he's talking.
Exactly. Like you like yeah, it could even be like you having sex and it's like it's not even packed. Like you just I feel like I was just going through
You're
the motions.
not locked in.
Yeah, you're just going through the motions. And I feel like once I started feeling that, I'm like, I need to pull it back.
Yeah, pull it back.
'Cause now I'm just like a body. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even give you the vibe. I'm not even able to take your vibe in properly. So I feel like
I respect that.
Yeah, bro. I feel like it was really a me thing, to be honest.
I respect that, yeah, because just to answer the question at hand, you know, that's what the practice I'm trying to like implement in my life right now. You know what I mean? Like, I can't lie, I be looking at relationships, you know what I mean? Certain relationships, I'm like, yo, I want that shit. But like, cause I'm too much of a lover dude.
Yeah.
But that's the fucking issue. It's like, yo, you gotta like just take time and chill. And I always never had a problem with being still. I actually love being still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how I already had my vibes on like how I could change. Not like I'm not gonna just hit up this random girl right now because I already know what other things I could do to like practice for me not to go that direction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might fuck around and read a book, play games, binge something or whatever. I'm gonna do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go watch a movie or something. Like I'm not gonna do that. But like sometimes that little shit gets into you and is like, and like you said, it makes you a weak person. It makes you feel weak at least. You might not be a weak person.
Weak moments.
Weak moments.
Yeah.
Exactly. Might not be a weak person, but you just definitely have weak moments and you just kind of feel like, damn, nigga. You know what I mean? You could have did better on that. But
no, facts.
But we now, you know, we young and shit, man. We growing and shit, you know what I mean? That's why. And this was a fucking conversation, yo.
Yomi, you got one? And something you want to practice?
Yeah. Every time, well, I've kind of already been doing it recently. Every time I get in my car, I talk to my car and I tell it how much I appreciate it.
Ooh.
So that I've been doing that recently.
So like, is that gratitude and everything or just your car?
I mean, it leads to other things that I'm
Okay.
grateful for. But specifically, like, I've been focusing on that one's, like, my car specifically, just because it's been like the most constant thing in my life for like the past years, where it's just been like, it's never like let me down or like, you know, it's just been like my rock for real. It's gotten me through, like, I drove it from Memphis and it got me here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
word.
I'm just grateful for it.
Wow,
Her name's Carmen.
I'll say
shout out to
that's a
Carmen.
connection right there. Like the way you described your car, I was like, that's
Yeah,
a ride or
like,
die for her. I'm like,
talked to
oh
Carmen.
shit, I
I'm
got to
like,
meet Carmen.
I love you, Carmen. Like, you really got me through some shit.
And you don't think you'll ever sell Carmen ever either?
I mean, I'm not necessarily like, sometimes when you just have to let go of things that you have to let go, but I'm not necessarily like looking.
You're not looking,
to-
Yeah.
Word.
I'm gonna ride her till like her wheels fall off.
Well, yeah, literally. Yeah, that's the way to go. I like that. That's an energy.
Yeah.
And you say, did you have, or yours was like similar
Yeah,
to mine?
same, like the same shit. That's like a practice I'm like legit really trying to be better at, man. And even if I do have sex, I'm like big into like not coming. You know what I mean?
I was just having this conversation with my boy, bro.
Yeah.
I'll let you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
continue.
no, I'm just saying, like, I'm like, I've done it before, by the way. And I
Doesn't
slipped
happen
up.
often.
No, yeah, but I slipped up and I fell off all the way. You get what I'm saying? Like I bust one, I was like, fuck. That shit felt good though.
You restored the feeling.
Yeah.
You restored the feeling.
It
The feeling was restored.
It felt good.
Yeah.
But
I actually know someone who's her partner like practices semen retention.
That's a gorgeous.
And he's on the older side. She was like, he doesn't have like, he's like in the older side though, like
Like 50s?
I want to say 50s.
See, but
But she was talking about how like he doesn't have saggy balls. And I was just like, interesting.
Is that because he don't bust you saying or?
That was her
theory.
her like trying to like be like, oh, this
saggy balls is mad funny.
this leads to this, and I'm like, cool. I never really made the correlation, but
I don't care so much about the saggy balls, but I think for me, it's just like as you get older, like when you bust, it just depletes your energy.
Oh my God.
Like after I bust, I am ready to go to sleep.
I'm done.
I'm ready to chill.
I wanted to talk to him about that because like that's his experience. You know what I mean? But I haven't been able to because it's kind of like
I might have to bring him on the pod.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I can speak on it briefly. Like I legit went through a period of probably like a month or two where I did not nut
Yeah.
at all, right?
Cock
Not-
strong.
Like, no. And like, you know what the thing is about this shit? And you can really like tell like it is a part of like a man's life force.
Yeah.
It's like after sex, I felt mad energy. I still had energy. I still could do whatever I want to do in my day and shit like that. I didn't feel like I needed to like, all right, let me just take a little nap or something. You know what I mean? Like a something.
Yeah.
Also, you could go longer. So like the next time you have sex, you could kind of like just go longer because you're not focused on nothing. And I'm not saying like men focus on climaxing because I don't necessarily do. But when you feel it, that urge, you're like, oh, I'm there. Like I'm right there.
I think for majority of niggas, they try and get the bus off though.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's the
For sure.
So with the shorties that you've been messing with, how did they feel about you practicing that?
They ain't like that. Because I think a woman likes to see a man release.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, you didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. Like you didn't enjoy it because if you didn't nut.
It's gratification.
Exactly. It's like yo.
It's like
Exactly. Like like
because they know you weak after that.
but they feel
my job is
successful.
done.
Exactly. I was about to say that they felt
And
successful.
scene.
Yeah, they felt successful after they did that. But I say like, yo, look, man, it's not really about you. It's really about me. Like as long as you get yours, that's all that should matter. You get what I'm saying? Like I really felt good at that moment. I had more energy, man. I just felt stronger too.
Yeah.
Like when I was in the gym, I felt like really strong. I felt good.
You did a few more reps than usual.
Oh, 1,000%.
Put some more weights on that motherfucker.
Yo, bar, not even like on no fake shit, bro. I swear to God, like I really did. Like I always do 5 sets.
Yeah.
Right? One moment in the gym, man, I felt like I was working on chest. I was like, hey, man, I could do, you know how you go up in weights, right?
Yeah.
I did that shit going back down. So I already did I did 7-8 sets.
Oh shit.
So I did it going back down. I was like, I felt that good. Like, so I did up to, I think 55 or 60 on the chest dumbbells, right? And I was like, okay, I feel good here, but I could do more. So I went down on that. Like I went 55, 50, 45, and I was like, yo, I feel
that's
good.
legend.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I think, I don't know what it is. I swear. I think like the more I hear about this conversation about life force, I agree because it feels like, yo, especially when a girl like makes you nut off her head, like, and she swallows the whole thing and keeps going, you're dead ass in the water. You're like, you could kill me right now.
Yeah.
And I can't move. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really one of those. It's like, yo, that's why they call it like, yo, I'm taking your soul. Because like, high key she is, bro.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I think like as a man, you become more powerful when you ain't ruled by your nut or like by you like your dick, you know?
Yeah.
It's like if you can't get, because I feel like most as guys, most of us get tricked out our position at the ground of like some pussy. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
It's like I'm trying to get this pussy and just like, so I feel like if you want some shit like, I'm not even chasing no nut. Like you got me fucked up. Like yeah, you can't trick me out no dinner, out no this or that, no money, because I'm not trying to fuck you. Like I'm trying to fuck you, but I'm not tweaking a bus. You know what I mean? Like,
like don't get twisted. I'm trying to fuck, but like I ain't. Nah,
Like,
that's real as fuck though, man.
I
That's
mean,
real.
we can tell whenever it's that type of vibe though too. So it's like such a turn off but whenever you come across that person that it was like, I know you're trying to fuck, but like that's not the vibe you're giving me.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, now you got my attention.
I think as guys, as you get older, you master like I really want to fuck bad, but I'm gonna play it cool.
Yeah.
Like I think
Like,
I got you.
you got to
Yeah.
master it in the game of that. Like, sometimes I can't help myself because high key, I'm a flirt regardless. So I'm a flirt. I flirt with even my girlfriends, but like never to the point where like it looks like I kind of want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I think when you give them eyes, then it's like, you know the word. Like if I look you up and down, you kind of know what it is. You get what I'm saying? Then there's a thing. But I think I agree with you. You definitely mastered that completely.
Let me ask y'all. I was actually having this debate with not even debate. It was a conversation we was having this weekend. And he was saying, and not like with chicks that you're in a relationship with that you're building with, but like just on some like casual shit. He's like, what do women really have to offer other than like sex for real?
Yikes.
I'm not doing this.
and I was thinking about it. I'm like, if I'm really not trying to build with you, like what truly do you know what I mean? So like, I'm curious to hear from your perspective, like if you're just out here like I'm trying to just catch bodies, you know what I mean? Like, what are women really offering that like you can't get, you know what I mean, outside of them, other than just the pussy?
No, well, women are offering everything that we want in life, and that's that energy. That's that energy that women like just like exudes off of them.
Yeah, for sure.
We can't get that nowhere else.
No,
I mean, that's a difficult question. I'm not even like what could women get from men that they can't get from themselves?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
You know
Maybe
what I'm saying?
I think you could pose it both ways.
For sure.
But I mean, like, if you're not really trying to actively build with somebody, it's like you're kind of wasting, and because you could get that energy from a homegirl. You know
I
what
do
mean?
agree with that.
So it's like if
Like
you're
you're
really
wasting it.
like at a certain point, it's like if you're just out here trying just fuck to be fucking, okay, yeah, you have your fun, this and that, but it's like you're really having these like zero-sum interactions. It's like I'm not getting nothing out of this except drama, really.
Right.
Because like, it's going to get to a point where we like, whatever, but
Butt
like,
heads, yeah.
but it's like, if you're not really building with a shorty at this point, it's like, and I'm not saying everyone has to be in a relationship, but like I'm saying like, if you're just out here having fun, you're kind of wasting your time. If you're just doing it for the sake of trying to get that nut.
Right.
Because there's not, like, think about all the chicks you didn't just smash. It's like, is there truly much that you could say you got from the situation? If it was just like a casual just smashing thing.
I'm gonna speak on my personal shit, and then Yomi, I really
Yeah.
actually want to hear like what you got to say.
That's why I posed it, because I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
see the lady in the room.
Yeah. I personally, I'm gonna be honest. Like I've gathered everything I know about life, mainly from women. You know what I mean? Because you just have conversations with women,
Yeah.
even if it's like a small split second. Like, and you also know what you won't deal with and what you will deal with. You know what I mean? Regardless if it comes to dating or life.
Yeah.
Like, yo, she didn't like stand for that, blase blah. I kind of like the way she took direction in like that aspect of her life. I'm gonna implement that in my life.
But did you need intimacy to get to that?
Nah.
So that's
Not
what
at
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
I
like,
think, but like, well, like,
yeah, I'm curious.
No, because I mean, intimacy just isn't sex though.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm thinking from like the sex part. Yeah,
Okay, well.
like every, I feel like as guys sometimes like every chick that's in your circle, like you got to be knocking down. You know what I mean?
Nah.
And it's like I don't know.
Men.
Why the fuck are you laughing? Why is she laughing? Wow.
Like if you meet a chick, it's kind of like
sick head.
like obviously you have girlfriends, but it's like if you're meeting chicks out, it's like I'm taking her on a date because like the end goal is to knock it down.
Nah.
Or you taking girls on dates just to be like, this the homie.
Men criminally underrate the importance of having platonic female friends.
I agree.
And that's what has kept us down since the dawn of time. You know what I mean? To be honest, like you need women that you could just fuck with that don't
Facts.
had nothing to do
Don't do
sex.
sex, yeah.
I've been blessed to have some amazing women friends, and sex has never come into the question. You know what I mean? And like you were saying before, like I've learned everything from women. You know what I mean? Like, they have given me so much. I wouldn't trade it for the world, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't look at them sexually not at all. Look at it like, yo, like you are such a integral part of my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I couldn't even imagine anything other than this.
And you probably wouldn't have been able to get that connection if you would have had the sex, because it probably would have burnt it out before y'all could have built that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
1030%. I agree. You know what I mean? I know why Yomi was laughing because, like, I mean, I've had sex with friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens.
But he said, yeah, it happens. But if I'm honest, I didn't go into it with the intentions of us being friends at first. So, but if I do go within it with us being friends,
Yeah.
and that's just what it is. Like it's just friends. Like, I got a lot of women friends that I've never had sex with, and I appreciate them as much as I appreciate the ones I did have sex with.
Yeah.
Because I learned from both. You know what I mean? And truth be told, I mean, it is what it is. Like I feel like you kind of make it weird if it's weird. If she's not a good person or you're not a good person, you're not going to be friends.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You're going to be friends regardless if the vibes is good, the energy is good. The energy is tight, you guys are going to be friends. You know what I mean? I truly believe that regardless if sex comes into the equation, learning from a woman has to always be at the forefront of everything, because that's just like how you like learn. Like they learn from us, we learn from them. Like
Facts.
we need that. Like, you know what I mean? We need that interaction. You know what I mean? But I agree with Bari. Like, yo, platonic relationships is the best thing. You know what I mean? Like I truly appreciate Yoms.
No,
You know
for
what I
real.
mean? I appreciate fucking my other girlfriends that I've never even thought of having vibes with. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy them as much, and I could also be like, yo, I find them, yo, you're attractive, but like and shit like that, and I love your vibes. I could probably flirt. I could probably like talk my shit, but never get disrespectful with their vibes with. And they could do the same thing to me. You know what I
Wait, so
mean?
you flirting with like homegirls that you attract, but y'all both attracted and y'all still don't ever cross that line?
Nah.
Dang, y'all, you got some power.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
But you also gotta know who you flirt with.
yeah.
Like if they like, I'm gonna be honest. Like if you initiate like a flirting vibes, like shout out to Kim, right? I'm gonna say Kim because Kim know the vibes. I actually had that conversation while she was on the podcast. Kim is like, I just met her like probably like before the pandemic, might be a year before, like 2019ish, right? I was working at the same slot he was working at.
Yeah.
I met Kim, and Kim is older than me, but like she's a great fucking person, man. Like we just have great dialogue about whatever the fuck. And I enjoy her as a person. She flirts with me from time to time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I never like be like, oh. Like I find her beautiful. Like, yo, you're beautiful. I love your locks, blah, blah, blah. Flirting to me is not bad. But when it gets like to the point where it's sexual, then it's like a little strange.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Then it gets like kind of crazy. It's like, all right, then not like, all right, nigga, I know you now you trying to fuck. You get what I'm saying? And vice versa. Like, yo, she starts to be like, yo, I'm trying to see your dick. Like, or whatever. Like,
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
that's different vibes. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, you trying to really get knocked down.
You trying to get crazy. You know what I mean? You trying to get crazy. Like, that's a different vibe. Not to say that has happened to me before, because it hasn't. But I've had it a lot. It has happened like where a woman like, I see us as friends, and they're just like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that. And then that's just different. But I hate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody ever talks about that. Like where, you know, you trying to be friends and that shit don't happen.
No, facts. And that's why I had brought up that initial point. I was just saying, like, I feel like at this age, like, obviously you got to get it out and get it out your system and have fun. But like where I'm at, I want to make sure I'm like building with women and not just using them as like sex. It's like once you just look at women as like a sexual object, it's almost like I'm wasting my energy and my effort because it's like,
I see what you're saying.
what am I doing? You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
word.
like I'm just treating you like almost like a Pornhub. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's on God.
But no, that's interesting though. The your homegirl asking to see the.
Well, like I mean that's if you're doing that, that's a rare. That has never happened to me. I can't say that has happened to me. But man, we just had a whole crazy conversation, several conversations out here, man. It's time to wrap it up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Damn, like, I feel like we could have like really like talked for like mad bullshit. See, that's this thing right here. When you said with another podcaster, yeah, I mean, shit could just go on forever and shit like
Go
that.
anywhere with it.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a great dialogue, man. It's a great conversation. I appreciate
y'all
you
for having me.
I appreciate you for joining. We definitely got to tap back into that podcast world. I know we're gonna have a conversation after this, and like see what that realm looks for you, like how that looks. But man, yeah, I appreciate you for pulling up. You know what I mean? Maybe you and your co-host got to pull up here one time.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? One time for the one time.
We gotta get Karina up here too.
Yeah, for sure. So she can get the vibes. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And it's important for men in podcasting to show that like it could be way more than just whatever the men in podcasting stigma is now. You know what I mean? Like,
and that's what this was, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what this was.
100%.
Ain't no bullshit attached over here, dog.
Yeah.
This was productive convo.
Absolutely.
Productive for sure.
Super productive. Yomi, I appreciate you as always.
Of
I'm
course.
sure you know, yo, love.
It's nice to actually put a fake because I always hear Yomi and Wolf, so it's like it's nice to see it. Yeah,
She was on camera last week, though.
Last week.
She was on camera last week.
That's really new.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch, go back, watch it. Episode 188, you got to tap in, you know what I mean? But 187. This is episode 188. And Living Black. I am JD. This is Bari. Darmante, appreciate you for joining us. Yoms, you already know. Peace.